Okay, let's get into this Diddy's son, Quincy. I don't really feel right saying that.
It feels so disrespectful.
Albie Shore's son, Quincy. Well, did he adopt? He didn't adopt him, right? It's not. Anyways, y'all work it out in the comments. Quincy posted a video on Instagram claiming that a JetBlue pilot put his hands on him. Check out what Quincy had to say.
"You're not taking this bag on the plane." I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "No, you're not." Grabs me and drags me on the jet bridge.
What do y'all think about this story, Al?
First of all, it surprised me that he was on JetBlue. So shout out for Quincy for being economical. I mean, I think that's very smart. But you know what? That young man has always been like very, very smart, like at least from the little bit that I know about him. But something in the milk ain't clean. I just feel like this is one-sided. I got to tell you, I've been on planes for 30 years and I can count on one hand how many times a pilot has greeted me on the way into the plane and has helped those flight attendants to check passengers in. So I think I need to read the incident report written by JetBlue. And also, I'm sure that Quincy and his father, or who they're reporting to be his father, P. Diddy, would file some type of police report, right? Because he was manhandled and touched and harassed. So I'm hoping that they file a police report and we'll get a little bit more information on what really happened. Because based on what we're seeing right now, this just ain't adding up. I've never seen a pilot get involved when the passengers are loading on a plane.
Okay. Q, what are your thoughts?
So first and foremost, pilot should not have put his hands on Quincy whatsoever, right? That's a job for security and police. But here's where I have an issue. And I've been on the airplanes for the last 5 weeks, once a week. Typically with a carry-on situation, if you're boarding last and they say all of our overhead compartments are full, so any remaining customers will have to check their bags at the jetway. That's typically what happens, right? Quincy is saying the bag was so small it could have fit in his pocket. It's just hard for me to believe that, because if that was honestly and truthfully the case, they would have just let you put it up under your seat if the bag was that small, right? And then, of course, he pulled the proverbial Karen verbiage. My medicine is in that bag. My medicine. You know what I'm saying? Then he reveals to us that it was anxiety medicine. Well, listen, I take anxiety and depression medicine, and either you take it before you get on the damn plane or you take it afterward. That's not something that you're going to need mid-flight. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Now, was his jewelry in the bag? Perhaps. But you probably got indignant with those people. Right. And that's why this situation escalated the way it did. Then you want to run to social media. And I noticed that in the video, when he's talking about he's being manhandled, you never show us the bag that was in question. You know what I'm saying? Now, he had a little briefcase in his hand, which looked like a computer bag. And I just have common sense. I know that the little computer bag was not the bag that they were denying him access with. Again, it could have fit under the seat. So I'm thinking it was a rollerboard and there was no more room, and they were telling him he needed to check it. And maybe he didn't feel comfortable checking it because his jewelry was in it, but then you should have took the damn jewelry out and stuck that in your pocket.
Well, remember, it wasn't, he didn't have the bag. His assistant had the bag. His assistant had the bag. And because the assistant couldn't get on the plane with the bag is how he got up out of his seat and then engaged the staff.
Either way, the bag should have went under the plane and you should have followed the damn rules.
I think that I've been saying this for a while. I think ever since September 11th, I expected airline employees to be more gentle with their customers. And I feel like they've been extra gangster. And I think they don't de-escalate anymore. I don't really know who was at fault here, but I feel like there's too many instances where it's ending, where it's just like on some rah-rah. It just seems like it escalates 0 to 100 real quick.
But here's what's funny. Picture this scenario. I mean to cut you off. You're sitting and they won't let the assistant on with the bag, which means you had to get your black ass up, scroll up the aisle, go back to the door and say, well, what's going on? That already creates a situation.
Yeah, true.
Right. And it's near the cockpit. So that is already a concern right there, I would assume. I don't know.
Traveling just gotten so ghetto. It's just gotten to be so there's a lot of incidents happening on these airlines.
And I want to say this last thing. I'm tired of y'all coming into these people's shit and trying to tell them what to do. This is these people's stuff. You need them, not the other way around. If them people said you got to check the bag, you got to check the bag. It's not their fault your jewelry is in your bag.
All right. Well, we will definitely keep everybody posted if we get some more details or any updates on this. And we will going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more TGIF after the break.